Gab, let's talk Chelsea, shall we? Because suggestions are that Frank Lampard's about to be handed a 3-year deal.
Yeah, this story keeps rumbling and rumbling and rumbling. Everything is pointing in that direction. Frank Lampard to return with Jody Morris, of course, who had a spell at Chelsea as a youth team. Obviously, he's a Chelsea youth team product himself, but he was a youth team coach at Chelsea, did very well there. That seems to be the direction in which they're going. I don't know. I guess they've been talking for a long time because the Juventus's approach to Saturday goes back to May 17th, if I'm not mistaken, or May 18th. But anybody who knows Frank Lampard will tell you that if he comes in, it's going to be on his terms.
You know Frank Lampard, Shaq. You played with Frank Lampard. What do you think of this?
Told him everything he knows. I don't think. Listen,
That's why he didn't get through the playoffs.
He takes plenty of holidays.
I'm leaving that alone. I'm leaving that. This to me doesn't make an awful lot of sense. Listen, if you're Frank Lampard, of course you take the job if it's offered, and that goes without saying. But from a Chelsea perspective, I'm not sure why Frank Lampard is the right man for this job, other than he's a cheap and easy fit and one that at least will appease the fans in the short term. But I don't think he has the experience to take Chelsea to where they need to be. And given the gap between Chelsea and the top two, whether you think that Chelsea, under any manager, are going to catch Liverpool and Manchester City, I just don't see how this works out, certainly not in long term.
Quickly, Gab.
No, I just want to say, I think part of the thinking there, Shaka, is that Chelsea aren't 100% convinced that they're going to be able to overturn or even delay the transfer ban, rather than being in a situation where the appeal to cast the transfer ban is delayed and everybody knows that they need to spend money this summer. The school of thought would be, take it on the chin, serve the transfer ban this summer. You get a year of goodwill with Frank Lampard, playing the kids or whatever else, and then whatever happens, you still have a good chance of finishing top 4 because Manchester United is a dumpster fire, and you've got Unai Emery and at Arsenal, and they're in transition, and Spurs might lose Eriksen and Alderweireld and whatever else, and you gamble on that, and then a year down the line, either Lampard has proven himself, and in the meantime you've played all these young players, in which case great, and that's when you start spending money and strengthening the team, or you say, all right, we had the experiment for a year. Thanks, bye, Frank, and you move on to somebody else. I'm not saying that's the right decision, but I'm saying that is a school of thought that might help explain Lampard.
For more, sign up now for ESPN Plus.